typical way in which companies drive people crazy is by putting them in double binds. There's a theory of schizophrenia that says people lose their minds when they are subject to contradicting orders, and no matter what they do, they're going to be punished for being wrong. And the way you recognize that in a company is by looking at the messages people get, both implicit and explicitly, and seeing how congruent they are. So, for example, people might be getting a message that we like innovation and we want people to be exploratory and daring, but then they might be getting another message that says, don't make mistakes, and if you make a mistake, we'll punish you. Now, they don't need to get the messages from the same person. Obviously, this would be quite sick if a same person said, one time I want you to try something new and take a risk, and the other 5 minutes later, don't fail. There are people that are sick enough that will say that. But in an organization, you can have voices of authority coming from different angles. So one department can say, we want you to take risks and try new things, even if you're not sure that they're going to work. And then you can have another department saying, no, whatever, you can take risks if you want, but if you fail, it's your head on the chopping block. So I guess the way to recognize that is to ask people how congruent they feel the messages that they get are, which is different than asking the organization how congruent they think the messages they are giving are, because the true messages are the ones that people interpret, not the ones that the organization thinks it's giving. Generally, the people in authority feel that what they say is normal, it's reasonable, and it's congruent, but then the people that receive these messages may find themselves trapped, because sometimes they are not even messages from people themselves. So the organization, in the voice of one of the senior leaders, can say, we're all about collaboration. We really care about collaboration and about people working together. But the accounting systems of the organization, the measurement and reward systems, might be focused on the individual contribution. And the person that collaborates the most can look like the worst performer according to the measurement system. So that would not be a kind of schizophrenic message from two voices, but it's a contradiction or a double bind that comes from the voice of a human being compared to the implicit intention of a human being that developed a measurement system that is now speaking to the person that's receiving the contradiction.